Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today a new video about Final Fantasy XIV. In this video I will talk about changes for patch 6.0. This was a video I wanted to make earlier, like going through all the public live letters. There are 3 or 4 I think about Endwalker. I wanted to do that by lack of time. I wasn't able to do so earlier, and today we've got a news from directly from Square Enix and Lodestone, speaking about most changes that comes with patch 6.0. They speak about things to know. So they show us 4 main things: the removal of belts for 6.0, changes to HQ items, upcoming changes to Scrips on Allagan Tomestones, and the downscaling mid-level EXP reset in patch 6.0. This last one was, I talked about it in my previous video about how to get ready for Endwalker, but we will go through all this news. As always, I'll try to put some images about it, but that's not much important. You can just hear my voice or stuff like that. So first with the belt acquisition and restriction. Belts will no longer be obtainable or equipable following the release of patch 6.0. In light of this change, the armory chest slots allowed to belts will be reallocated to primary weapons and rings. Belt slots on your characters, retainers, and mannequin will also be removed, as well as belt crafting recipes. Achievements that require a certain number of unique recipes completed will require a fewer. Achievements that require specific pieces of gear to be equipped will no longer require belts. And so after the release of patch 6.0, equipping belts, obtaining belts via duty or item exchanges, use of coffers containing only belts, buying or selling on the market board belts, affix in materials, material extraction, repairing belts, level and supply mission turning and crafting of belts. So all these about belts will be unavailable. Things that contain belts and everything about belts will be possible to sell to vendors if you want a few spare gears. Belts being sold by retainers prior to the release of 6.0 will remain on the market. Please note, however, you will no longer be able to search for or purchase belts from the market board, and thus will need to remove any belts you have on the market manually. Players who possess belts with 100% spirit bond should extract their material prior to the start of maintenance of patch 6.0. Players who have undertaken but not yet completed levels requiring the submission of belts will require to submit a different item after the release of patch 6.0. And so now what is available after the release of patch 6.0, you will be able to remove affixed materials from belts. Expert delivery mission turn-ins will still be available. Sale to shop vendors will be available. Desynthesis and discarding belts will be still available. Note that affixed materials and signatures on crafted belts will remain as is. So if you want to keep the name of someone on your belt, well, you will still be able to do that. What about belts after patch 6.0? Also, belts can no longer be equipped after patch 6.0. They will not be removed from the game. However, the following belts will be given to the Calamity Salvager and can be retrieved if you so choose. So Calamity Salvager will receive every equipped belt in your armory chest, and belts equipped by your retainer. Belts equipped by additional retainer whose subscription period has ended will be given to the Calamity Salvager. However, the subscription must be renewed before their equipped belts can be retrieved. So if you have extra retainers that you pay with your subscription, and if you stopped paying but they still have gear, you will have to pay to unlock them. They give Calamity Salvager location in Limsa, Old Gridania, and Ulda, that I will show you on your screen with a map. And now about Speed Belt. Speed Belt is a special item you can get in Eureka. So Speed Belts obtained from Eureka Pagos can be exchanged for an equivalent ring by speaking to the Calamity Salvager in any city. So the speed belts become ring belt, speed ring, or something like that. So that's the first news of the 4th for today. So about belts, it might be nothing for a lot of players, but that's quite a change because we have one gear less. So that's one. That's some stats down, and also some more space in your inventory. So that's interesting. For the second changes, we have HQ item in patch 6.0. That's a really important thing for crafter, most likely crafter and gatherer. Certain item will no longer be obtainable in HQ from following in HQ form following the release of patch 6.0. So HQ item adjustment. In order to reduce inventory bloat, the following adjustment will be made. HQ item unobtainable after release of patch 6.0 are items gathered via botany, mining and fishing, materials dropped by enemies, material obtained via Tomestones and Script exchange, non-craftable material obtained from certain content. Equipped and crafted items, including equipment and crafted items, including intermediary materials such as iron ingots, will continue to be obtainable as HQ items. An obtainable HQ item is in possession at launch of 6.0. So if you already have some stocks of HQ items, here comes what they will become. HQ items affected by this change that have been acquired prior to the patch 6.0 remain in player inventories. Please note that these items will be HQ in the name only, as they will not increase crafting criteria nor provide any bonuses upon delivery for levels, ground company delivery missions, and company projects, crystarium deliveries. Furthermore, these items cannot be traded or bought sold via the market board. So if you have an HQ item that's just a dead space in your inventories, you can't do anything with that. HQ items affected by these changes that are being sold by retainers prior to the release will remain on the market, but you will no longer be able to search for them on the market board, and they will be you will have to remove any unobtainable HQ item you have on the market. Affected HQ items can be traded and sold on the market board by manually lowering their quality to normal quality. Last changes, miscellaneous adjustment for HQ items. In accordance with the above changes, botanist, miner, and fisher attributes and actions that affect gathering yield will be adjusted. In addition, quest, challenge log objectives, and achievements which require HQ item to be gathered for completion will be adjusted as necessary. So basically, all base material for crafting that you can gather will only be obtainable as normal quality. starting patch 6.0. That's interesting because you will need less space for your material, and as well you will require to craft a different way to make your items HQ. I guess that you will need more thinking to craft. That's an interesting change to my mind, and it's also goes in the way that they want to free some space and avoid having to increase the number of slots in your inventory and other stuff. Next change is about Scrips and Allagan Tomestones. On patch 6.0, we will see several changes to Allagan Tomestone and Scripts, including the removal of Allagan Tomestone of Phantasmagoria, as well as Red Crafters and Gatherer Scripts. Players carrying any of these currencies are advised to exchange them before the start of patch 6.0 maintenance. For Tomestones, we have new Tomestones. Two new types of Tomestones will be added, which can only be obtained after reaching level 90 with at least one class or job. That's like actually for Shadowbringer you need to be level 80 to receive the latest one. You won't be able to obtain wait, what? Regarding existing Tomestone, we have like some rows. So it seems that Allegory, Revelation, and Phantasmagoria Tomestones can't be obtained and won't be available for exchange. Allegory and Revelation will be exchangeable for Poetics after 6.0, so you can get capped on that, so you have free Poetics. Tomestones of Phantasmagoria will be removed, so you have to exchange them before 6.0, and Poetics will remain as it is. They will be obtainable via duties up to level 80, like actually it's up to level 70. So Allagan Tomestone of Allegory and Revelation, they will no longer be obtainable, and every duty that gives them will give Poetics instead. You won't be able to use them to exchange for items, so actually you might need them for gear level 80. Well, after patch 6.0 you will have to exchange Poetics instead. For Phantasmagoria, as I said, they will be removed, so you have to exchange them before the patch. You can do that by speaking to Qyorria in Revenant Stall. I showed you that on the map. Allagan Tomestone of Poetics will be obtained via duties and triage up to level 80, as well as the duty roulette. Like, actually. Now to the next part. New Crafters and Gatherer Scripts will be obtainable after you reach level 90. Like it is actually for level 80 and the yellow and white scripts. Regarding existing crafters and gatherer scripts, yellow and crafter and gatherer scripts will no longer be obtainable. In accordance with this change, all yellow crafters and gatherer scripts reward will be changed to white crafters and gatherer scripts. The amount awarded will be adjusted. So basically it's a bit like the same with Tomestone. Yellow won't be available and white script will take the place of yellow, and we will get a new color for level 90 for new stuff. The yellow crafter and gatherer script will not be removed at patch 6.0. you won't be able to exchange them over for items. You will be able, after patch 6.0, to exchange your yellow scripts to white scripts by speaking to the script exchange in Revenant Tolls. I will show you the location. There are items that will no longer be obtainable via exchange. Crafted items. These items can be synthesized after patch 6.0. Goblin Cup and Goblin Dice. Blue Crafter Scripts tokens. Red Crafters and Gather Scripts at the patch 6.0 release. They will be removed from the game. So if you didn't exchange them before the patch, you will lose them. There are items that can no longer be crafted or gathered as collectibles as of patch 5.3. Player will no longer be able to exchange these items for crafter and gather scripts. About the crafters and gatherers script token, blue crafter script tokens will no longer be obtainable from NPCs. Player will no longer be able to exchange these for equipment. After release of patch 6.2, equipment currently obtained with blue crafter script tokens will be obtainable with white crafters scripts. For blue gatherer script token, you won't be able to get some from token reclamation option, and you won't be able to exchange them for script token for equipment, and the equipment obtained with blue gatherer scripts will be obtained via white gatherer scripts. Red crafter and gatherer script tokens no longer be able to exchange these scripts token for items, and you are advised to exchange them before the patch 6.0 if you still have some. So that's all for that news about Tomestones and Scrips. And the last change for Endwalker that is important to know before the release of the patch, is value downscaling and mid-level EXP reset in patch 6.0. So as previously announced, patch 6.0 will be introducing measures to control the inflation of in-game values. This downscaling will result in numerical values appearing smaller than before, but will not impact overall game balance. In the 67th letter from the producer live held on 6th of November, we explained that XP downscaling will involve overwriting the player character database. So ideally, each character's current XP level would be individually assessed, adjusted, and overwritten to fit the new value scale. However, since every character has over 35 pertinent data sets, the total number of sets to be analyzed would exceed 2 billion, over 10 billion bytes of data, which is basically unfeasible because that's too much. Instead, uniform adjustment will be implemented, which will cause any XP accumulated between levels to be reduced to 0 for all players. Square Enix apologizes for the inconvenience. So, values affected by downscaling. HP and damage tilt, numerical value relating to battle, gear materia, attributes, effect of mills, healing items, enemy HP attack potency will be smaller. recipe progress and quality, numerical values relating to crafting, recipe difficulty, maximum quality, progress, quality increase via action will be smaller, required and earning XP will be smaller basically for disciple numerical values relating to experience earned by disciples of war and magic, disciples of hand and land, retainers and trust NPCs will be smaller, and the XP required to level up will commensurately lower. Now about the mid-level XP reset. When the character database is overwritten upon the release of patch 6.0, any experience accumulated between levels beforehand will be reset to 0. This includes jobs and class XP for Disciple of War Magic, Disciple of Hand and Land, Retainer XP, Trust Avatar XP. Note that only experience accumulated between levels will be affected. Levels themselves will be unaffected by the reset, so you won't be reset to level 1. Certain kind of experience will not be subject to reset. This includes XP accumulated by Chocobo companions and company squadron, XP used to level up in deep dungeons or the Forbidden Lands, Eureka metal earned at Bojan Southern Front or in Zadnor, and PvP XP. These won't change. In order to mitigate the amount of XP lost, players are encouraged to level up to the nearest attainable level before the release of 6.0. We thank you for your patience and wish you a smooth leveling journey. So basically that's what I said in the previous video. If you are close to level up, that's really recommended to make the effort and try to level up as soon as possible. So these 4 articles were the main changes that are worth to know before Endwalker. I will still try to make a video before the release to speak about everything that comes with 6.0. We might get a patch note the day before 6.0, but it will be huge, maybe incomplete, like it will take hours to read, but I might also do a video about that. Anyway, I hope that video was helpful for you. That's every article that I have read during this video are in the description, as well as chapters, as you may know, but it's a bit late to say that. I know that my next video was supposed to be about how to get ready in the shield making way, but that's still ongoing. I will try to make it today. Also, I know that my English isn't perfect, and I'm sorry about it. I'm French, and I'm making English videos. Well, that's my decision. So, if my English is a problem for you, please tell me. I will try to actually put on some subtitles to the videos if I can. Anyway, if that video was helpful for you, please put a like. If it wasn't, a dislike, subscribe for more videos and more content about Final Fantasy XIV. Thank you kindly for watching, and have a great day. That's all.